The song that John Lennon dubbed Paul McCartney's best opens with an emotional declaration nearly second to none. To lead a better life, I need my love to be here, fulfilling 1/3 of the track's namesake. Ringo Starr's drums softly lead us into the heavenly harmony as Paul's pitched-up voice makes yet another bittersweet affirmation, here making each day of the year, revealing a carelessness in regards to being labeled as clingy, revealing the utmost affection and insatiable desire for the subject material. George Harrison's lead guitar is unbelievably sultry, acting as warm winds gently kissing your face in the most refreshing sort of way. Meanwhile, Paul continues on about this very special person, just how easy it is to love them, just how easy it is for them to usher him into a new and better perspective. At this stage, indeed, nobody can deny that there's something there. A drum break leads us into another third of the title, Paul giving us a glimpse of what it's like to be in the moment with someone so very dear. There, running my hands through her hair. This moment is simple because that's all it needs to be. Really, no gifts, not even an embrace is necessary. All that's needed is an acknowledgement of their existence. Just how breathtaking and ethereal it leaves one feeling. At this point, the angelic background harmony of George and John truly takes over. They aren't saying any words, but they don't have to. If there is a heaven and it has some sort of choir that welcomes you in, it would undoubtedly sound like these two. See, just like with love, you'd be enthralled that you're in heaven, with the beauty of it all, answers having been solved. But at the same time, there's a sort of pain to it all. Some sort of recognition of the hopeless attempt to define it, wrap your mind around its brilliance. This harmony, as straightforward as it is, does just that. Getting lost in that harmony, a facet of the Beatles that may indeed prove their unrivaled greatness, may prevent the listener from Paul truly tapping into the definition of romantic love. Someone is speaking, but she doesn't know he's there. In this moment, it's true. No one else exists or need exist. All that matters is the unison of the two. A lock of the eyes that transports you into another dimension of being, forgetting the shedding of tears, putting down any expectation. No, nothing else even does exist here. Then comes another seamless drum break. Another attempt at gaining a hold of this feeling shows us the final third of the title. I want her everywhere, and if she's beside me, I know I need never care. Gives way to a change in rhythm from the guitar, resembling swooning, quite literally the sound of falling in love within mere seconds. Not to mention what's been said just now, the antidote to meaninglessness, the one who brings meaning. Why wouldn't you want that everywhere? Another aspect of the duality on the negative side is then brought to attention. But to love her is to need her everywhere. Unfortunately, it's nearly impossible to have this desire met. Paul's voice accepting this in a somber way as he realizes love is to share. Indeed, having them at all times is selfish. Here, another powerful remark is added, perhaps for reassurance about those times they can't be there. A leap of faith on behalf of two parties, believing that love never dies, in tandem with that hurt so good harmony, is enough to almost burst out in tears at the sheer humanity of it all. This is reinforced as Paul longs to be in her eyes, always, an awareness of fragility, which is in fact embodied within the whole song. So delicate, light, but precious like a Fabergé egg to the nth degree. Cementing the cure to loneliness is the plain but deep claim of having them beside you and never having to care again, with George's somehow tangible falling in love soundbite repeating itself. Eventually, maybe an attempt to comfort himself or down to the fact that love easily transcends rationality, Paul does claim he will be there. That is, in her eyes, always, here, there, and everywhere. Soft and intimate here, there, and everywheres flurry out as do the initial snowflakes. And then the composition fades out, almost knowingly. Knowing that, somehow, it has encapsulated the feeling of being in love, admiring someone else so much that it has to get out of there quickly, as this place, a place that knows love very well, isn't meant for human beings. All we're supposed to know is love takes place here, there, and everywhere, and after all, that is the title.